when you talk about a long, drawn out week of WWE television, when you talk about 2 long weeks of WWE television, you have got to talk about the greatest Royal Rumble of all time and next week. Because next week we have Backlash. And you're going to have a lot of content here on this channel just to give you a rundown. Raw last night, SmackDown live review tonight, and this preview and predictions. Now, tomorrow, I will have a separate video podcast going over the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match in depth by itself. It needs a separate discussion by itself. Whether or not Brock Lesnar should drop the championship to Roman Reigns at the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. All of that, plus the review on Friday of that event. Next week, you'll have Raw and SmackDown live reviews as well, like every week. You'll have the preview and predictions of Backlash. You'll have the review of Backlash immediately following the event. All that content, plus if any news breaks throughout the week. So tune in for all that good content right here on the channel. Plus everything I do on Facebook. So go and check all that out at 2007 Webby. And don't forget to subscribe. Much appreciated, and thank you if you already are a subscriber. Now, the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. You know, when I think of this card, this pay-per-view, this network special, honestly, I think of a show that on paper looks like a WrestleMania-esque card. Looks like a card that you have to tune into. But in the grand scheme of things, when you look at how this card is built, it was just thrown together. There was no build to it. Not really. It's just a huge show to sell out Saudi Arabia. Get more people to tune into the network. It had no build to it besides the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns contest. You look up and down the card. Rusev versus The Undertaker. A promptu matchup 10 years since The Undertaker had his casket match. You look at the tag team championships. What kind of build did we really see out of this? The Usos getting their rematch clause. That's it. That's the build to that contest for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. The Intercontinental Championship, what kind of build are we seeing? It's a rematch with Samoa Joe thrown in it and a ladder. Not saying that these are not going to be bad matches. These are going to be good matches. I'm saying the build to them, how they were built up, they're just thrown in there. The Raw Tag Team Championship, it's a no-brainer. They're the leader of worlds, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Will be the new Raw Tag Team Champions. The Bar doesn't stand a chance in winning this contest. The Bar is SmackDown Live competitors now. And the leader of worlds, or whatever they're calling themselves now, are on the up and rising tag team now. I mean, what else is, the greatest Royal Rumble matchup itself. 50 men. First there was 20, then there was 30, then there was 40, then they went back to 30, now there's 50. Okay? Or what about John Cena versus Triple H? Two big, huge marquee names to try to fill the arena. That's it. Now, I'm not sitting here griping, moaning, complaining, whining. I'm not doing that. What I am telling you is that this show is just a show that looks good on paper. It's a show that looks good on paper that has no build to it that got us excited. And proof is in the pudding because WWE, the only build to it was showing us constantly last night, the week before, ever since they started announcing this, advertisement after advertisement after advertisement after advertisement after advertisement. It was like the Energizer Bunny of the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. I can't tell you how many advertisements I saw of The Undertaker in a casket match with Rusev. I can't tell you how many times I saw John Cena versus Triple H, or Brock Lesnar and the Broctagon cage versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, or 50 men in a matchup. Seriously. I mean, I'm not coming on here and ranting, but I'm looking at things as literally how they built this card and how they did this. And this is nothing. I mean, this is nothing. You look at how Backlash is being booked. You look at how the storylines for Backlash is being booked. Can you really name a rivalry that WWE has booked that, or that a match that is at Backlash that is intriguing? I mean, Samoa Joe's come out and cut some great promos on Roman Reigns. That's the best thing we have to look forward to right now. That's it. Now, sure, some of you are probably going to call me a mark here. I don't care. Nakamura, over on SmackDown, has become a tremendous heel. And how he has been a smart aleck, and how he's low-blowed everybody. Fantastic. Can't wait to see more of it. That is one thing that I am actually looking forward to more of. And I can see him winning the WWE Championship at the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. Can see that happening because that would set up another match at Backlash for Nakamura versus Styles, because there's only 1 week. They have to do the rematch. They have to do something with them. So, presto changeo. But what about the rest of the card? Undertaker versus Rusev, piece of cake. Rusev will be buried by The Undertaker. Rusev will have Rusev Day in a casket slam shut. John Cena versus Triple H. I can't see John Cena losing. I just can't. Does anybody really care about this contest? I'm sure some people do. I personally, it's just like, whatever. They just threw it together. John Cena will probably win. Jeff Hardy versus the modern day Phil Haraja, Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship. Jeff Hardy will be victorious here. I don't see Jinder Mahal taking the championship back to Monday Night Raw. Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy will still be the Raw Tag Team Champions, or they will capture the tag champs. The Bludgeon Brothers will beat the Usos. I can't see the Bludgeon Brothers dropping the titles that quickly. The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins will retain the Intercontinental Championship. Should be a great ladder matchup between these four individuals. Samoa Joe is not going to take the IC strap over to SmackDown. Finn Balor, it'd be nice if he had the title, but it's not going to happen. Seth Rollins just got the championship. He's not dropping it. It's Monday Night Rollins, and the IC strap is one of those reasons. And The Miz, he's on SmackDown, and he has a date with Daniel Bryan. The historic first ever 50-man greatest Royal Rumble matchup. This contest is simple. I either see Daniel Bryan or some other kind of name like that winning this contest. Someone that maybe will benefit from it. I don't know. I think Daniel Bryan would be a good guy to win this contest. And as far as the Universal Championship matchup is concerned, and I'll do a separate video on this to give my huge thoughts on this tomorrow, but I think Brock Lesnar will walk out victorious this Friday. I don't see Roman Reigns winning. I know that is a long shot, and people probably think I'm nuts for saying that. But I don't think Roman Reigns will win. Brock Lesnar, I think, as much as it's going to make people cringe, is going to break CM Punk's record. This is the era of breaking records. And Brock Lesnar is close to breaking that record. I think that's what's going to happen. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Don't forget to do everything I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast. Join me tonight for SmackDown Live Review. And until I see you then, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.